there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Andrea and I love the Pilates method of exercise. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back and for watching the videos and for commenting. Thank you so much. And if you have an idea of something you'd like to see in a video that you don't find on my channel, do let me know. I do take requests. Today I have the third installation of our Struggle is Real series with the splits on the reformer. Previously we did the side splits and the front splits, which I will include in the info box below. And today we're going to look at the Russian splits, which is the most challenging of the three we're looking at. And today's video is a collaboration with Lesley Logan of Profitable Pilates. She's my Los Angeles colleague, and she's at home doing the splits as well. So let's take a look at what we're talking about first, and then we'll talk about, actually during the exercise, I'll show you some options and some prerequisites, and then we can brainstorm about what exercises elsewhere in the system can help us perfect our Russian splits. Okay, and the answer is all of them, all of the other exercises. So let's take a look at the exercise. I have two springs on, the foot bar is up, the headpiece is also up, and I'm going to put a pad on the headpiece just for security. And then in the course of our reformer workout, these will be gone. And so then we have it all set up. Foot bar up, two springs on, headpiece up, and the pad on top. And then the way you'll get on, usually we've just done the front split, so you're kind of already on the reformer. Let's say we just finished the second side, and you're coming down. You're going to step off, and then you're going to get right back on. So you'll place your hands on the shoulder rests, you'll step onto the carriage with both feet, and then you'll place the first foot onto the bar behind you. So I'm going to start with my right foot forward. So I'm going to put the left foot back across the corner of the apparatus. And if your studio requires socks, you may want a pad for security on the foot bar. I'm working barefoot and I don't have a pad here, but I do feel secure that my foot's not going to move. So I just say add the pad if you need one. Okay, where were we? So left foot back. You'll hold your weight up with your hands as you place your foot forward. And at first, the toe is going to come right in line with these eye bolts. And you're going to press the carriage out and come into your lunge position. From here, you're going to pull your stomach in and you're going to reach out and pull in with the lower leg. And you want to make sure that as you come in, you feel like you're pulling it into your powerhouse. You'll do 3. And then you're going to take your arms off and do exactly the same thing. You can put them here, which I like, or you can put them here as well. You'll see I'm kind of archy, so it kind of gets accentuated. My hands are back here, and that's why I like this one. Now you're going to do the same thing without holding on. So you're going to go out, in, out, in, out, in, and then you'll reach down. You'll close the spring. You'll square your hips as much as you can, because it's about to get crazy. And you're going to move your foot so that the heel is now in the crease of the headpiece, where the carriage and the headpiece meet. And your foot is kind of on the whole headpiece now. And both legs will stay straight. Remember, you're going to go to the split, so you're trying to go out as much as you can without distorting the squareness of your trunk. And now you're going to push on your feet, pull your stomach in, and close the spring. So here's our same thing we did in the side splits. Press into your feet, lift your stomach, and then stand on your feet, pull your stomach in, and close the spring. We're going to do it one more time. And then you're going to hold yourself again. You'll take the front foot to the carriage first, and then the back foot. And then the right foot goes back, and the front comes forward. Line up your toe with the eye bolts. Come into your lunge. And now with your hands down, square your trunk as much as you can. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Come up to balance. Same thing with no hands. Out, scoop, out, scoop. Out, scoop, hold on, close the spring, move your foot, and square yourself again. Work to push out the carriage mostly with the back leg, so that's really the driving force. and then you'll press and lift. And you know, both legs are working evenly, but sometimes it's easy to lean into that front leg and kind of just let the carriage go away from you. One more time. And then you'll hold yourself in place. You'll step your front foot down and your back foot down, and then you'll step up. So that is the full Russian split. And just some safety concerns. You want to make sure that as you're doing that out in on each side, you want to try to make that as much center, bottom, stomach, all of that. It tends to get a little bit leggy and in the thigh sometimes. So that's why I like emphasizing the in, because I feel like it stimulates the powerhouse to pull in each time you bring your leg in, so that each time it could get a little more central as you go doing the exercise. And the other thing I'll mention is the back foot. You want to have the foot kind of across the corner of the foot bar, kind of like your ultimate placement for the snake twist exercise. And ultimately, it's really nice to have the heel in contact with the bar, because it really helps you work the center and the bottom much better if you have that anchor of the heel. And I really like this exercise, I have to say. And even though we are on 2 springs, and the front split which precedes it is also on 2 springs, I sometimes feel like once you turn around and you're facing this way, the 2 springs feels a lot more oppressive than in the front splits, and I think that's curious, you know, changing the position changes the tension of the spring a little bit. That's kind of fun. And, oh, I know, the thing that I feel like is, it kind of distracts us a little bit from our ultimate task on the reformer. Our ultimate task on the reformer is that throughout all the exercises, we control the carriage as it closes. And all the exercises, that's really the main event. But this exercise is called the Russian splits, and the split happens when the carriage is open. So I feel like the emphasis of the exercise gets in the split, how much of that is happening, and then the closing of the carriage kind of gets thrown away a little bit. So I challenge you to try to hang on to the squareness of your torso as you get more and more in the split, which is going to make it not want to be like that, of course. And then use that as a challenge, like how much split can I get and still stay square and in my powerhouse, so that then the main action can be returning the carriage. You may find that when you do this exercise, the carriage doesn't close all the way each time. And remember your elephant. Remember the pushing down onto your feet and the lifting up your stomach. This is another advanced elephant exercise. Maybe that's an interesting video topic, advanced elephant and where it shows up everywhere else. If that's of interest to you, do let me know in a comment below. I love to, relate the exercises together. And there are 2 videos up currently on exercise relationships. I will put those in the box below as well. There's one on the round shape, which does include the elephant. It's a little bit different focus of the video, but you might enjoy. And then there's also one on the tall shape. I'll put that in the box below as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or things that I didn't cover in this video, please leave me a comment below. I love what's happening in the comments. Share your thoughts, your questions, your concerns, all the Pilates nerd questions you want. And thank you so much for watching. I could not do this without you. Have a great week. Bye!